Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Psychic TV International. My name is Harry T, and I'm trying to work out what day and time it is in Australia. It is, I think, Saturday, the 21st of February at 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time in the PM. I'm not in Australia, so I'm trying to work out all the time differences. It is nearly midnight where I am the night before, but really, really great to have your company. I did the intro video twice just then, just to let people sort of, have a little bit of time to find the video, because I've just noticed we're not streaming on the page, which sometimes happens. We sometimes have those tech difficulties, but that doesn't matter because we will move on and not care. But whoever does find us, I'm really glad you did. Those of you who did find us, you press the profile picture on the page, which has the live circle, and then you press that, which is what I've just done, and it goes to the video, which is fun. It's annoying when it doesn't stream on the page because that means that people struggle to rewatch it. But that's okay, never mind. How is everyone doing? Let me see who is on, who has found us. We've got Jocelyn. Hey, Jocelyn. We've got Andrew. Hey, Andrew. We've got Graceful from YouTube. Hi, Graceful from YouTube. We have iShares from YouTube. Hi, we have Diane. Hi, Diane. We have Jaden Jason. Hi, Jaden Jason. We have Kathy Kathy's on her cruise in New Zealand. Hello, darling Kathy. How exciting. Are you having a good time? Hi, Kim. Good to see you. Now I just realized we have a lot of people. Oh, hi, Sharon. How are you, darling? Hope you're well. Hey, Cherie. Good to see you. Hi, Miss Psychic D. Miss Psychic D, I did a plug for you, and I'm not sure if you saw it. And I actually had a lot of people seeing it. So it was on my Instagram story, and I had I had thousands of people see the story. So I didn't go through the list to see if you've seen it, but I did a beautiful shout out for you, and I attached the link for you, and I told people to go and buy tickets. So I'm pretty sure you would have sold that out. So yeah, I hope you know that I did that. Cherie is watching. Oh, the Sharks trial game. That's exciting, Cherie. I love that you're watching us and you're doing that at the same time. That's awesome. I love that. Who else is here? Let me just have a look. Okay. All right, awesome. So we are going to have our wonderful Michael on, because I believe that Nikki was going to join us, and I think we are having a last minute change. But Michael is fantastic. So I was just chatting to him before, and of course he's always just great. So we're gonna have fun with Michael tonight. So what we'll do is I'll just see if maybe I'll wait for Michael to change the banner to his name, and then I'll bring him on. So let me just see if people can. Hey, how are you? I believe that Nikki's not coming on tonight. I believe that it will be Michael who will be joining us. So if you are watching and you would like to speak to Michael for a tidbit reading, that'd be fantastic. But you've got to like and share this video first and foremost. Now, what I can also say is, let me find who is logged in. It's going to be a little bit harder for me because I've got no write-up in the feed because we're not streaming. So I'm going to have to find our website and go through it all manually just to see who is on. So bear with me 1 second, and I will let you know those details because I don't have a write-up because we're not streaming on the page. Okay. So in Australia, the number is 02907101999. In the US, it's 1914373728. And our international number worldwide is +61 488825177. Right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write myself a note actually, because it's going to be way too hard for me to go onto the page manually, because normally we stream on the Facebook page and I can just literally just click a button. Because we're not streaming tonight because of the tech difficulties, I don't have that write up, so I'm going to have to do it all manually. It's too hard to do it live, so I'm going to actually, while I've got it open, I'm going to write myself a note. So Jag from the UK is on pin 9160. We have Judith, I'm writing myself a note as I say this, Judith Sky on 9125. This is literally manual. We have Miss Psychic D on pin 9140. And we have Natalie Norton Baker on pin 9 Hold on, let me write this. 9810. So I'm writing myself a note, sending myself a note. Let me just double check. If I've got these numbers wrong, I do apologize because I'm doing it all manual. So Jag from the UK on pin 9160. Yep. Judith on pin 9125. Yep. Miss Psychic D on pin 9140. Yep. And Natalie Norton Baker on pin 9810, which is fabulous. I'm just going to also repeat the numbers in Australia. It's 02907 10199. And our international is +61 488 25177. This is the only downside when it's not streaming, because it doesn't matter because people find us eventually, but it's all manual on my end, which is a bit tricky, but I do it. So Australia is 02907 10199, and our international is +61 488 25177. Excellent. So they're the numbers for you to call someone if you would like a reading on the phone right now. So again, in Australia, 02907 10199. International number worldwide is +61 488 25177. And as I said, you've got Jag on pin 9160, Judith Sky on pin 9125, Miss Psychic D on pin 9140, and Natalie Norton Baker on pin 9810. They're all available for you right now to take your calls. Call them up, have a reading on the phone one-on-one. You'll love them. And it's the best way to get a session, which is great. And I hope the psychics who are logged in are posting on their social medias, letting people know that they're on with the phone numbers and with the PIN numbers, because obviously it's not just up to us for this hour to do that. You've got to do that as well because your clients want to talk to you. Okay, let me have a look at... Okay, perfect. Michael's done it. I'm going to bring on Michael. Hey, Michael.
Hey.
You?
Good. How you going?
Call us psychic. Michael and I were having a chat before the show, and it was just really random. And then we sort of had a chat, and Michael and I kind of had a feeling, and Michael is now here. So good to see you again.
I almost didn't make it too. It was all last minute, but hey, it's all meant to be.
You're fantastic, Michael. We can always count on you. Michael, obviously people know you because you host the Thursday night show, which is a great hit. And which I'm actually really glad that you're on, because you're doing that again. We started back on the Thursday for the year. But you're also a very gifted psychic. So do you want to tell people a little bit how you might be able to help them with their tidbit questions?
Reading? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Look, obviously specific questions are really great. I don't do mediumship, so save your mediumship questions for others. Mm-hmm. I work on energy, so pretty much, and I've got a life coaching counseling background. So I look at where you're at now, where you're kind of going the next 6 months. So your typical questions from love to career to life paths, pretty much anything apart from mediumship, I can generally help with. So yeah, but obviously, in this sort of tidbit, as you know, generals are kind of annoying. So try and ask specific questions if you can. You get more information.
Yes, no, I agree. And Michael, just letting you know, so we're not streaming on the page. So people who are finding us, they're finding us through the little logo. You know that logo, like this logo, like that button on the top.
Yeah.
So when you press that, that's how it goes live. So, which is good, but we're not on the page, just so you know. So, but some people have found us, so that's good. Alrighty, let's go with. Let me have a look. I think we might start, Michael, tonight with someone called Nicole Nicole N. Nicole has said, liked and shared. Could I have a next 3 months reading, please? Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Straight to the point. I really like that. The next 3 months for you, it's all about action at the moment. So Spirit is sort of saying, let's remove any sort of excuses and anything that's holding us back. I do feel like, and I say this with love and light, that you probably are holding yourself back a little bit on what it is that you're trying to achieve here. I feel like there's like I don't know if it's a work project or a personal project that's connected to work, but it's something that just needs to be done, that's been put on the back burner for too long. And they're saying definitely in the next kind of 3 months, if not sooner, get onto that and actually complete what it actually could be even multiple projects, but whatever it is that needs to be completed just needs to be completed. Now's the time to do it so you can actually move on to what you're supposed to be doing for the rest of the year.
Okay, good to know. Okay, hi Dana. We're going to pick Dana, who has liked and shared, but she hasn't written her question correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to select her question for visible because it just sets a wrong pretense, but I will read it for her on her behalf and I'll fix it audio-wise. So Dana Harris has said, hi guys, I'm going to add liked and shared. Will Oh, hold on. She's actually fixed it. She's fixed it. Here we go. Awesome.
Oh,
Did you fix that or did she fix that?
no, I didn't fix it. I can't do that on her end.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Dana. Dana fixed it herself. You're a legend, Dana. I didn't even have to do it. I was trying to figure out if we could do it for her, but I couldn't either. I couldn't figure it out. Well, she's found it. So Dana has said, "Hi, I've liked and shared." Thank you so much, Dana, because that's the way to do it. You've got to like the video, you've got to share the video, and in the comment box, you've got to write it just like Dana has written it here. Hi, liked and shared with the question. And make sure you've done all of the steps. Hi, I've liked and shared. Should I find a house elsewhere or be fine in my current rental? That's a good question.
It is. And it's funny, I'm getting both. But right now, though, the short answer is just stay where you are currently for now, anyway. I do see you moving a bit later on, and I can feel that urge of wanting to move and wanting to change. But I don't think it's as important right now or needs to be done something right now. So if you can wait, which I know you can for a little bit longer, just wait. As cliche as it sounds, but just wait for that right place to come up. I think you're kind of searching because you think or feel like you need to go, but you're finding the wrong places and they don't feel right. So once that right place comes that feels right and you feel it, I'm talking head to toe, butterflies, goosebumps, when you feel and you're like, yep, that's my home, then you know it's time to move. But if you haven't got that right now, then just wait because you're okay.
Oh, okay, good. That was great, Michael. Thank you, Dana. That was awesome. Love that. Nicole said thank you, Michael, to you, which is great. We're going to go to someone now called Kim Norton. Where's Kim Norton? Ah, there you go. And you've written it beautifully, Kim Norton. Kim Norton has said, hi there. I've liked and shared. Thank you, Kim Norton. Can you give me some guidance on my career? Thanks.
Yeah. Where to start with that one? I feel like there's a lot of little areas in regards to you in this career. I can feel like a part of you is kind of a bit tired, maybe a bit kind of, I'm ready to kind of change here. It's not really working the way it used to be for me anymore. But there's the other part of like whether it's money, fear, or just sometimes we don't change because of familiarity. We find comfort in what we know and what we are used to. So you've probably got all of that kind of going on around you at the moment. The theme, though, is definitely change is needed here, whether it's an internal change that you can make it work to make it feel better for you, or an external change where you go somewhere else. Something that you kind of really need to look at and work out within yourself what's going to sit and feel right for you. But I do definitely feel change is needed. I feel like at this point, it could be more of an external one that's needed, a fresh start, a fresh kind of, energy in regards to new departments, new locations, things like that can also give us better perspective. So I feel like with you, I can't tell you what to do. You've got to work that out for yourself. But I just feel like you need to work out what it is that needs to change. And once you've worked that out, which you will in the next few weeks, then it's start acting on it. But find what's going to work and what you're going to be comfortable with and start taking action.
Oh, I love that. That's amazing, Michael. Thank you so much, Kim Norton. Dana said thank you heaps. That helped me a lot, which is awesome. Thank you, Dana. Glad that Michael was able to help. That was you handled that beautifully, actually. Now this one is called A Sleigh Red Hot. And it's kind of a very general just can I have a reading kind of thing. So hey, like and share, can I please have a reading? So I'm gonna let you sort of lead with that, maybe with a card or something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, must be psychic. Sorry.
I know, right? I know.
Definitely got the card. So you've got the three of water that's come up. So watch the emotion over the next 3 weeks around what's going on around you at the moment. I am getting a sort of a celebration or a form of celebration. It could even be a form of graduation or an announcement, but there's a form of celebration attached to what's coming in the next 3 weeks. Probably more in, or could be even sooner than that because it's in the water theme. So we're coming, actually, I think today we started Pisces. So we're in the Pisces season now. So over the next 3 weeks in this Pisces season, you've got a celebration coming up for you, but they are saying you're on the right path, but just watch the emotion. So not sure if you are a water sign yourself, but definitely over the next 3 weeks, or ongoing, but something about the next 3 weeks, just watch the emotions and know there's going to be a celebration coming your way.
Oh, I love that. Awesome. Love that, love that, love that. Now, just making sure everyone's liking and sharing and then doing it in the comment and letting us know. You'll only ever see the questions that are selected that I've done it correctly through all steps, through the liking, through the sharing, and through the commenting in the correct way. So it needs to be written correctly, okay? And on that note, we're going to go to wonderful Anna, who is on. Hello, Anna. Anna, I remember last week just called us before we finished, and now you're on beautifully. So we are doing the 5 o'clock. So actually, I should have actually said that as well. We are doing 5 o'clock on Saturdays up until pretty much throughout the rest of this month, throughout March, and also throughout April as well. So every Saturday will be at 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time. And Michael DeMarco obviously has his Thursday show at 8 o'clock Australian Eastern Time. And this Saturday night show may return to 8 o'clock, but not until later on. So for the immediate next several weeks, just mark your calendars. It is 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Time. So wonderful Anna has said, shared and liked. Hi, Michael. I would love some guidance for the next couple of weeks or months ahead. Thank you. With all these emojis.
No worries.
Love that.
And we know that you love the cards, Anna, because I just saw the cards are out. So you're pretty happy about that.
Oh, did you?
You've definitely got a couple of cards that have flown out. Next couple of weeks. So the next 8 weeks is what they're kind of telling me at the moment. A bit like I said earlier in regards to taking action. So remove any sort of lack of self-confidence or the illusion of being trapped is what they're kind of saying to me, and kind of remove that ego, remove that kind of, when we feel trapped or when we feel stuck in something, it's because we've created that ourselves, not because of really external factors. So watch what's kind of happening externally around you at the moment to giving you that kind of energy or that feeling at the moment. And don't be afraid to take that action. You've got a great team behind you. So I'm not sure what that's all about. It could be family, but there's a lot of love and support around you that are kind of encouraging you and pushing you to do what it is that you need or should be doing. So make sure you sort of give birth to that and sort of just do what it needs to be doing. Don't feel, they're just saying, don't feel like you are trapped or stuck, because you're not. Time to start doing. And I think like the theme tonight with everyone is start taking action, especially now the horse that started on Tuesday, the Chinese horse of the Chinese New Year and the lunar calendar. It's a horse, it's a fire horse. So it's all about taking action at the moment. So everyone's going to be feeling that.
I love that. I think that was wonderful. I can't believe how fast it's going. Isn't that nuts? How like we're already
next week is March.
I know.
I can't keep up.
I only know that because you and I were talking before the show. We had our calendars out and we were like, oh my gosh, we're already like all the way up to here. It was crazy. Nuts. Okay, let's have a look. Kim Norton said, yeah, a bit of money insecurity, also recovering from workers' comp, and thank you to you, which is wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go to our beautiful Jade and Jason, who I think, actually, I don't think you were on last week. I think you might have forgotten last week. I can't remember, but they've remembered this week, so they're getting used to the 5 o'clock now. Hi, Harry and Michael. I've loved and shared. What do you see for us this year? Thank you. Ooh, that's kind of a nice
perfect.
theme
And it's
thing, yeah.
interesting that you've picked up. So, Jade and Jason, I just noticed that you did send me a personal friend request on Facebook. I don't accept people I don't really know or clients, so I have rejected that, just in case you're wondering why.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Just so you know. So thank you anyway for reaching out. But the next sort of year, I feel like for you, they want to shorten that. I mean, I don't normally do more than 6 months anyway, because things do always change anyway.
Totally.
But the next kind of sort of 3 to probably May, because they're directing me to the Earth, so the Taurus kind of Earth theme. And again with you, it's like they're telling me delays are over. So whatever it is that you feel like you're in at the moment, it's like expect if you're waiting on something, or I feel like you are waiting on something, they are just telling me the delay is over. So expect over the next few months to get either the answers that you need or basically the action to what you're waiting on to be happening. But definitely by May feels like a really like a month of celebration, a month I can breathe. I feel like I can breathe in May. So whatever it is that you're waiting on, whatever it is that you're hoping for, know that it's coming. There's just been, sometimes we can't help, with paperwork and things like that. Some people take their time. Some people are a bit lazier than others. Production's joined us, which is great. So, so just know that by May is going to be a month where you can breathe and actually start forward planning the rest of the year for you.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, awesome. Now I just want to let people know, production, if you've just joined us, so just letting you know, so we weren't streaming on the page today, and obviously our guest didn't join us either. So Michael jumped in, and because we're not streaming, I'm manually having a look at the website, having a look at all the pin numbers and all of that. So if you are on, that'd be amazing. If you can help out with that, that'd be great. But I do want to just let everyone know, the phone numbers in Australia 0290710199. International number is +614 888 251 777. I don't know what fix the stream in transit. I don't know what that means, but anyway. Jag from the UK is on pin 9160. Judith is on pin 9125. Miss Psychic D is on pin 9140. Natalie Norton Baker is on pin 9810. And Kat Simic is on pin 9803. So there are psychics who are logged in, so definitely give them a call. But no, as I said, we aren't streaming on the wall. So there is no video that's streaming live on the wall like it normally does. It occasionally does this, and it is what it is. Oh, I know what you're talking about now, production. You've shared it, yeah. But even with that share, there's no write-up. Obviously, it's different. It's not the live stream that we normally have. So there's no write-up with that, and there's no live stream. It's just the, yeah. This is not the first time it's happened. We know what we're talking about. So it's just a bit fiddly, very fiddly, and it's annoying because then people struggle finding the video. But it is what it is. But thank you so much, production, for coming on. We love you. Okay, let's see. Kiana said you guys are early tonight. No, Kiana, we've actually been saying we're on at 5 o'clock on Saturdays now for a while now. So we've done this for the last couple of weeks, and we've been advertising that we are on 5 o'clock on Saturday nights for around a month now, that we've been letting people know in advance. So Saturday nights are at 5 o'clock. In the immediate future, basically, until I say otherwise. But it is 5 o'clock on Saturdays. Okay, and Michael's is Michael's is Thursday at 8. Okay, let's go with Regs, because she's blowing up the comments. I've just seen about 10 from her. So Regs has said, let me just find here. Yeah, it got you, Regs. Regs has said, hi guys, I've liked and shared. Will Aiden try and come back to me? Okay, this is a relationship thing going on.
Yeah. Look, I think you and I both know, Regs, that yes, I think this is just what he does. I think there's a bit of a pattern here, and I think this is what he has been doing. There's definitely unfinished business between the both of you on both ends. I feel like you both have more to say to each other, and that's totally fine. It's interesting. Spirit, and people will learn this, is that we have free will. That's the thing we need to remember, and people do forget this. So when he does come back, and if he does, which I do see him doing, it's more like, what do you want from him out of this? Like, what do you want to do? What needs to be resolved? What needs to move forward? These are questions I'm sure you're already asking, but they kind of want you to find some answers and some clarity around what is it you really want in your heart? What does that look like for you? What does it feel like for you? So once you're able to answer that, I think you'll be able to work out how you feel when he does come back. Yeah, I feel like history does sort of repeat itself. So look at those patterns and look at those behaviors, because if they haven't changed already, they're not going to. So I think it's just being more aware of that and just finding peace and acceptance around that, but really asking yourself, what is it I want, so I can move forward from this.
Interesting. Okay, I like that answer. Thank you, Regs. Okay, wonderful. Let me have a look at, let me see. Torchbearer Tarot wants me to find. Let me just have a look. Found you. Torchbearer Tarot. Hi, Harry and Michael. I've liked and shared. Thank you so much, Torchbearer Tarot. Love that name.
Yeah.
What do you see for me in the next few months? Much appreciated. Oh, that's a good one.
The next few months, definitely. I don't know if there's something that you still need to learn here. So you had the 8th of Earth that's come up. So again, this is heading towards May for you as well. There's something they're telling me that you need to learn. There's something that I need to learn more of, whether it's a topic, a situation, whatever that might look like or feel like to you. But they're telling me, make sure you know everything that you need to learn about this particular topic before we can move forward or even take action in what it is that we need to do. So if you don't have all the answers to the questions, ask more questions. If you don't have all the information, do more research. That kind of theme and pattern. Until you have everything that you feel comfortable with, then you can sort of go on to that next step. But there's something you need to learn. There's something I need more information before I can make any decisions here. And that's going to come to you in the next probably, by May. May is going to be a big month for a lot of people. I don't know what's going on in May. And listen to your that just kind of came through with you're not listening to your intuition, but that could just be because you don't have all the information too. So I feel like there's some more research that needs to be done to be able to make decisions.
Okay, very good. Awesome. Okay, let me just find our video, because the only way that I can watch it is to press the logo. So hold on, live. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Let me see. Reg said, spot on. Thank you so much. I know he'll come back. He always does. He just treats me so badly. Trauma bonding and all. Oh, so it's very repetitive. Okay. Understood. And thank you so much, Regs. I know that you often join us and you are quite lovely. Thank you, Regs, for joining us always. Cherie, you are a legend as always, letting people know. Some people writing it incorrectly, so I can't even consider it. Someone called Christine Riley has done it correctly. We can choose you. And if you're doing it incorrectly, have a look at the questions that are chosen. It's very, very easy to see what you're doing wrong if you're not chosen. The people that are chosen are not only liking and sharing, they're also writing that they have liked and shared before they ask a question in the same comment. Christine has said, hi, liked and shared. Will my daughter forgive me due to how my mother treated her? Interesting question.
Speaking of, before we're talking about history repeating itself and past traumas and things like that, this is another example of, generation stuff that keeps getting on repeated. So she will, and that's just not an easy sort of, yeah, of course, I'm telling you what you want to hear. She definitely will forgive. I feel like you and her separately have lessons to learn here and cycles to break as well. So she will come to that in her own time. I know as a mother, it's happened in with my mum and her daughter recently. So it's just, I think it just happens with mothers and daughters. They just go through the phases. It's just having some patience. I know how it is. I've seen my mum go through it, and I'm sure you're going through it as well. It hurts. It's painful. You feel like you're missing out. If you can find peace and comfort that she's just searching and she's just learning, and once she's learned the lessons that she needs to learn, she will come back and you guys will have a closer bond than normal because of what you've gone through. So it's like that film, It Ends With Us. That's what keeps coming through in my head as well. Maybe go watch that film. It's just breaking that cycle. So have trust, have faith, just keep going. Still, you are human, I get that, but just know that it will end with us.
Okay. That's really, really interesting that as always, Michael, you're great. Torchbearer Tarot said, thank you, Michael, you're spot on, and I appreciate you both. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you so much. We've got someone called Lisa May Rose. Lisa May Rose. Yep. Lisa May Rose. I've liked and shared. I would like to see if you have any guidance for me. I'm feeling stuck. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's totally acceptable and okay. And a lot of people are and do from time to time. The only thing Spirit is kind of saying is, and I know it's hard, and I'm going to say this, and you're probably going to go, well, Michael, you're not a big psyche, do your job. It's like a joke here. But Spirit's kind of saying, if you can try and find what you think you're stuck in, sometimes we just have to go internal. We look at the obvious, we look at the black and white, we look what's in front of us, a bit like the horse blinkers kind of thing. We just sort of don't see what's kind of left and right and what's going on around us. Spirit's kind of saying, just breathe. Try and just go internal for a little while. Just sit with it, even if it's for a couple of days. Just really sit and go, why do I feel stuck? What isn't working for me? And you will find the answer, I promise you. Give it a couple of days. Eventually be like a light bulb. You go, oh, hang on, this isn't working. I feel stuck because this needs to change. Okay, once you know what that is and you can start putting action to changing that, it's like a blocked tap. Once you unblock the tap, the water will flow. Give it a couple of days, honestly, just sit with it. I feel like you know what it is and you're just afraid to either say it or take action. But once you do that, watch the water flow, and it will over the next few days, I promise.
Oh, I love that. Amazing. Now, I'm going to pull this question, but you're not going to answer it how I've pulled it. I'm going to change it for you. Okay. So Tennille has said, I've liked and shared. If you have anything from my dad, it would be so much appreciated. You don't do mediumship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it for you into the other part that she's asking, a separate thing, or something on her future life. So that means that if you get anything for her future direction, maybe something does come through from her dad, but not through a mediumistic thing, maybe through a sense, maybe you could get that, but otherwise more so in terms of the futuristic direction, just because I know you don't
definitely
mediumship.
So basically, in regards to your dad, actually, in regards to his future, they're both connected. Now, I don't know if you get pain or kind of pressure on your top left shoulder, but that's your dad actually pushing you. So basically what that is, it's him going, you need to, again, a bit of a theme tonight, and again, with the fire horse that's come up, we do need to start moving forward. And a lot of us are going to start really, either you take advantage of that or you miss out kind of thing. So that was a really great time, especially with the new moon coming in the next few days as it grows and all this happening. It's now is a really great time to start moving forward and start making those plans and start taking that leap and start running. And I keep getting directed to, it's not a pain, but it's like, you know, like you get a pressure, like a pushing kind of feeling on the top left shoulder. That is definitely your dad, and he's pushing you and he's going, it's time to move forward. It's time to keep going. Don't hold yourself back. Start moving forward, because it's almost like whatever it is you want to achieve right now, you can do it. Don't be afraid to just do it. Start. Just quickly, they're saying just more what you want, not what other people want or what you think you should be doing, or the people pleaser type attitude. What is it you want to be doing? Start doing that. Stop putting it off.
Oh, I love that, Michael. Awesome. And thank you, Tennille. Let me just have a look at some of the feedback. Lisa May Rose said, thank you, appreciate it, amazing. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's nearly midnight here. And do you know what is so crazy? I was telling Michael this. I literally flew back into where I am maybe an hour before the live, maybe not even. So I am so exhausted. I was traveling and I literally got in late and then I came straight on. Anyway, I'm a trooper. What do I say? But thank God for Michael. Thank you, Michael, for being here, holding my hand through this. Tennille has said, thank you both so much. Thanks, Tennille. I think Michael is terrific. Christine said, thank you, Michael. It's been hard. My mother is nasty and toxic, had a go at my daughter and did it in front of her granddaughter. Then my mother, I was in Queensland. Okay, yeah. So it sounds like it was quite toxic. But then she has said, thank you so very much with kiss hug, kiss hug, kiss hug. Oh, God bless you, Christine. Let me have a look. Jaden Jason said, when you mentioned May on May 30th, it'll be our son's 1 year anniversary since he passed. I just connected that. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you remember you were saying May. Did you remember you were saying May?
Yeah, I kept saying May. Yeah.
You kept saying May. And Jade and Jason have just come back saying, oh my gosh, that's our son's 1 year anniversary. Isn't that special that those things just connect? And Jade and Jason, I love that you were here for that. And 5 o'clock. Saturdays. Miss Psychic D saying champions. I literally was on a plane and I posted a story like I'm like no rest, basically, like one to another. I mean, I've been on 4 planes in the last 2 days. It's just been crazy. And then I landed, got home late where I'm staying, and basically signed on to the show. I'm like, it's crazy.
Show must go on.
Show must go on. And I'm looking at the time, like it's nearly midnight. Okay, let me pick. I think the name is Kiana. It is Kiana. Hey, Kiana, good to see you. Kiana is loved and shared. I must have been in a different world then. Oh, yeah, because you haven't been on for a few weeks, darling. I thought I haven't seen your name. But she's back on. Thank you so much for watching. She said, not sure if my original comment came through with my question, but she's redone it. So loved and shared. Would love to connect.
Question.
Would love to connect with Mum tonight. Any insights from her or any message from her? Much love. So what we'll do is we'll change that and we'll make that if there are any insight, because we can. Any insights for Kiana, not from her mum, but maybe from her guides.
Yeah, which could be from your mum as well, most of the case. And I'm definitely getting straight away a feminine energy that's come through, a very motherly type energy that's come through. They keep trying. I'm someone who hates cliches because sometimes you just got to go with them. But they are giving me. I don't know if it's. I'm like the worst when it comes to flowers too. I don't know if it's roses or something similar, but I'm getting like a real fresh, quite beautiful, feminine, quite scent coming through. I don't know if that's just her trying to acknowledge that it's her, or if it's something that you need to pay attention to. It's like wake up and smell the roses, which is quite. I just heard that too.
Yeah.
Whether it's your mum or spirit or both, it probably most likely is both, but I'm definitely, with this feminine energy that I'm holding on to, I'm definitely being told, that's interesting, I'm being told it's okay to cry. So I don't know if that's something that you need to do or something that you need to do more of. I know I do sometimes, just put on a great movie and have a good cry. Nothing better than a Saturday night. But I'm being told in a really positive way, though, in a lot of love and a lot of support, it's okay to cry. I've got you. So... I'll leave you with that one and just go, you're okay, I've got you. I just keep hearing that. And it's okay to cry, I just keep hearing that on repeat. So take that as you want, and just go have a good cry and you'll feel better. I know it's not much of a reading, but that's
it was. I actually beg to differ. I actually think that you were kind of doing mediumship just then.
Look, I can do it. I just try to do it on this platform.
No, I know. I know, but I was sort of watching you in full flow, and I thought he's actually channeling. Like
Yeah.
you were doing it all, and then you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm like, no, that was actually more than a reading. That you were actually in full flow. That was amazing, amazing. I love that. Thank you so much, Kiana, for watching, and welcome back. And yeah, just a reminder, we will be on at 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time on the Saturday. Totally different time zone for me. I mean, we're talking midnight for me, but that's okay. I'll do it. But for you guys, it'll be 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time on the Saturdays. For the immediate future, and we'll update you on any changes. And I just want to have a look. And Miss Psychic D saying champions, and you're so welcome, Miss Psychic D. I love that you were so grateful for me to help you, because I just love helping people. So why not? So I'm glad that you saw that. That means a lot to me. Just because it's nice that people are grateful that I help them. Okay, let me see. Oh, our CEO is on here. Jane, we love you, Jane. She said Australia misses you. I love you, Jane. I miss you. But that's okay. I'm still technically here in Australia. I'm still
feels like you are. Yeah.
Still vibing it. Because I mean, that's the great thing about when you do the show remotely on the stream, you can do it from anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, you could do it from a cupboard. Like you could do it from the cupboard, basically.
I'm sitting on my floor right now.
Or the floor. Oh, that's so funny. I love it. Okay, let's have a look at do you know what I love about a lot of people on tonight? They're very supportive of one another. I think that's beautiful.
It's very there's a lot of love in the thread tonight.
Have you noticed? I've noticed that. I love that. Okay, we picked someone called Chloe. Hey, Chloe. Chloe said, I've liked and shared. I'm feeling worried. Did I follow the right signs?
Isn't that such a typical question to ask when you've made a decision on something? Self-doubt is just your best friend sometimes. I remember too, when you feed into the fear, it grows. That's what fear wants you to do. It wants you to feed it. So I'm saying all of this because yes, 100% you've made the right steps. Feeling worried, did I follow the right signs? Okay, I'm saying steps because I'm hearing you followed the right steps. Yes, you have followed the right signs. They're saying don't doubt the signs. That's too easy. Find out why you feel like you might be doubting. I feel like it's just fear that you fed into. And sometimes when we do things that we're not too familiar with, like out of our comfort zone or something that we're not too familiar with, we feel like, oh, we've made such a huge mistake. Give it some time. It takes, that 28 days to create a habit. So give it that sort of 3-4 week kind of period and you'll realize, yeah, I have. If you had made the wrong decision or if you hadn't followed the right signs, trust me, you would know. Because spirit would make that really clear for you and it'll take it away quite quickly. So just trust and just give it a little bit more time. It'll make more sense to you.
Oh, I love that, Michael. Thank you so much. And thank you, Chloe. And again, I think a lot of people will resonate with that question because as Michael said it beautifully, a lot of times people, when they make a decision, they do sometimes wonder that. It's so true. Miss Psychic D said, you should check out my post, Harry. I was more than appreciate. Oh, I love that, Miss Psychic D. Obviously, I'm on the other side of the world and I'm not even looking at my own posts, let alone anything else. I mean, I'm doing the posts. I'm doing posts for other people. I'm doing my own, and then I'm just not even looking at anything else apart from my own stuff. But thank you so much for apparently doing a post expressing your gratitude. That means a lot to me. That's really, really sweet. Because it just came from my heart. I don't know if you know what I did, Michael. I had Miss Psychic D on the show. Was it last week or the week before?
Last week or 2 weeks. Yeah, I remember.
And she was talking about coming to Melbourne and she was doing a get together, literally like maybe a 3-minute drive from where I live in Melbourne. Like literally, it's like within 5-minute radius. And I knew the street she was on. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not there. And that's so amazing. And then I just had this feeling to like, I want to help her. So I posted about her and I had thousands of people saw the post. It was a story. And people were clicking on the link and I shared the link. And I had literally hundreds click on the link as it told me the thing. And it was just because I just wanted to. And then she's now saying that she did a post thanking me, which I didn't even know. But I adore you, Miss Psychic D. I really do. She's just lovely. She really is.
Yeah, she is.
Isn't she great? She's so great.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Chloe said, wow, thank you. I picked up on you saying they, and that hits the soul. Thank you. Ooh. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. And there is, again, more support from one another in the thread, which I'm really, really loving.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, Kiana has said something for you. That definitely sounds like my mum. I knew you would, because I could tell. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's totally doing it. She loved the perfume. Oh, look, she loved the perfume taboo. oh, which has like a flower sort of smell. And she said, thank you. I've been holding back on crying.
Ah, there you go.
Oh my gosh, look at this, because I'm too exhausted. Mother, it's because she's a mum. It's motherhood. And she goes, again, thank you. Isn't that phenomenal?
Just cry.
Just give it a cry.
just let it out.
Just give it a cry. But you know what is so amazing about that? You were so in flow. And then as soon as you ended, I'm going to tell him he's totally just did mediumship just then. It was amazing. I loved it. Miss Psychic T said we should all support one another. Exactly. I agree. And Jade and Jason said, oh, did you see my, oh, I love that. I think Jade and Jason, because I had thousands that saw the post I did, so I'm sure you were among them. And she said she would go if she was in Wollongong. Let me have a look at this one. Jocelyn has said this. Jocelyn has said, I've liked and shared. Hi, Harry, and hi, Michael. What do you see for me in the next few months, please? Thank you kindly. Oh.
Yeah, definitely, Jocelyn. And I know you're one of our regulars too, so thank you for reaching out. A bit of definitely is a thing. It always is. I'm not gonna.
There is a theme always. I know it's always a theme.
The first thing they've said to me is, "Why aren't you stretching your wings enough? Why it's like you're too afraid to fly." So don't underestimate yourself. Make sure you assert back your independence and creativity. The highlighting creativity for me is a big word as well. So go back to that. Really assert that kind of dominance in regards to wanting to move forward creatively. You'll find your answers there as well. You've got something coming though in the next, actually I'm not giving a time frame because there's still some things you need to do here, but there's definitely some endeavor, something exciting, something more. I need to do more, but I think it goes back to being able to stretch your wings and fly and not be afraid to fall. Definitely an endeavor. They keep using the word endeavor, which is quite interesting. So just, yeah, it's like the mother bird pushes the baby bird out of the nest and they either fly or fall, the flight or flight mode. So I think just don't be afraid to fly. I think you might be afraid of success. I think that's what it is. So don't be afraid of success.
Oh, that is so interesting. Okay, thank you, Jocelyn. Let me have a look. And Kiana also added that she has 2 rose plants here and she loved roses. Aww,
okay.
That's awesome. Love that. Thanks, Kiana. Okay, let me just have a look at my little tracker who... No, we did them. Fabulous Kathy. We love Kathy. Kathy's on a cruise watching at the moment.
Of course. I remember Kathy.
Kathy's on a cruise. Yeah, we love Kathy. Kathy said, liked and shared. I'm just wondering what you can see for the next few months. Thank you. Hope that cruise is going amazing.
I just took the words right out of my mouth.
Right.
Where in the world are you right now, Kathy? I love it. And I am getting the smell of water and ocean too, which is quite interesting. The spray, like I got all that kind of coming through really quickly. What was the question? So next few months, a bit like the last sort of you've got the awakening card basically that's come up, and this is talking about seeing things from a different perspective. And just remembering to sort of to be yourself, not to sort of forget who you are in that. I feel like though this cruise, and why they keep directing me back to this cruise, I feel like you really, not that you aren't, because I'm sure you are, but as a reminder to you, make sure you are taking advantage of this cruise. So make sure you are really switching off and just really just getting lost, have your Titanic moment, like really just enjoy the cruise, because it's like water is very cleansing and it washes away the old so we can get into the new. And so it's like using that water around you and just really cleanse yourself. And really, when you come back to dry land, it's like new and energized and ready to kind of take on what's next. So it's like use this cruise as a real, like really take a full advantage of it so you can get the full benefits when you get back home. And just know that, I suppose that anything, just be yourself. Just really, really don't lose yourself at the moment. But just know that you're going to come back just a lot more, just clear-headed and ready to take on what's next. But right now, in the present, they just want you to focus on the present. Don't worry about the future right now, especially the next few months. It hasn't been written yet for you in a way. They just want you to just cleanse. Just cleanse while you're on this cruise.
Okay, interesting. I like that. Very, very good. Hold on. Cherie said, Harry, did you see? Still no DNA results yet as it's taking so long. Oh, you still don't have them?
Wow.
That's taking a while. But you know what? I did hear that sometimes they do take a long time. So sometimes it's not uncommon to be. Yours is taking quite a bit long, but I think that might be normal. That's okay. Maybe Cherie, there's some complexities like
I was
in the
going to say
DNA. It
there's a
could be
reason for
something.
that.
Could be something. I kind of feel like we might be onto something, Cherie. So we might actually get a real special result here. Let's see. Let's see. I love it. Okay, let's have a look at who else we've got.
We'll have to bring
Kerry.
you on for the DNA result.
Oh, you know what? Actually, we were talking about bringing her on sometime in. I can't remember when we decided, but we will decide to bring her on at some point
Yeah.
on the live because she was on it nearly 3 years ago on the live.
I
So
remember.
we're gonna bring her on. I don't know, Cherie, when, but we'll do it at some point. Maybe when I'm back in Australia, we'll figure it out, and maybe we can talk about your DNA results because people will find that fascinating. Now, someone called Kerry Ann Vincent. Kerry Ann Vincent, do me a favor, like and share the video because I can see your comment. You've done a beautiful comment, even though it's actually mediumship, and we don't really like mediumship on the show. But you've done it correctly. But I'm just trying to help you out, mate. If you like and share the video, it'll actually help trigger us to be able to select you because at the moment it's showing me you haven't liked and shared it, and it may just be innocently doing so, but sometimes people do it, and I try and help. I try my best to help the ones that do it incorrectly by naming them to help motivate them to do it right, and it often works. So I'm gonna leave that with you and hopefully do it right, and if not, well, we tried. Let me see. Someone called Rhonda Souls. My little tracker wants me to go for Rhonda Souls. Found you, Rhonda Souls. We'll go for you. Rhonda Souls. I've liked and shared. I applied for a job. Will I get a second interview and the job, please? That's a great question.
Yes to both, but it's funny. Spirit's like, do you really want the job? I don't know why I just got that in my ear, but it's like, how badly do you really want it? I feel like you're going to have two options in the end. So you're going to have two options to choose. I'm getting two decisions. So don't be surprised, and this usually always kind of happens too, but don't be surprised if in the next sort of week or in the new week that's coming that you get another interview for another position that maybe you forgot that you've even applied for. Sometimes I know from past experience, you can apply for a job and it's like weeks later, all of a sudden they're calling you up going, are you still interested? And you're like, who is this? Because you forget. So I'm getting that kind of energy around you. So don't be surprised if you just get a random left of field kind of call somewhere. But I'm getting in the next, well, I was going to say by the end of the month, which is next week technically, but definitely by the end of the month. But keeping in mind February is shorter. So give it that full kind of week or bit. So probably early March, like the first few days of March, I keep getting two options. I've got to make a decision. It might even be stay or leave as well. Like it could be where I am now to a new opportunity. I don't know, but I'm definitely getting two options. I wouldn't be surprised if you do end up taking this job, but for some reason, the first question they asked me was, how much do you really want it? I don't know why. It's something to know.
Okay, that was really interesting. And thank you, Rhonda Souls, and good luck with that. That's really, really interesting. I'm going to avoid mediumship questions. For some reason, Kerry Ann, you're writing the comment correctly, but it's not flagging for me that you're doing it correctly for some reason. So if you just have a look at the video, just make sure you've thumbed it. There's a red love heart button, you press that, or the blue thumb up button, you've got to press that. And if you don't press them, it doesn't alert me, and my little tracker is showing me you haven't. So again, it might be innocently doing it. So you're writing the comment right, but it's not registering. So just double check that you've liked it properly, because again, sometimes people think they've liked it and they haven't. You've got to press that blue thumb up or that red love heart. Very, very important. And if you don't get to do it tonight, then maybe pick up that phone and make that call and speak to a psychic on the phone. It might be easier for you to actually get a message. And on that note, in Australia, the number is 0290710199. And our international number worldwide is +61 4 888 25177. Right now, we have Jag from the UK on pin 9160. We have Judith Sky on pin 9125. We have Miss Psychic D on pin 9140. We have Natalie Norton Baker on pin 9810. And we have Kat Simic on pin 9803. Now, just a little heads up to the psychics that are logged in. Please make sure you are posting on your social media that you are logged in. Include your PIN number and include the Psychic TV International's phone number, the phone lines, because your clients want to talk to you. Psychic TV does a great job at posting you guys. I do a great job in reading out your PIN numbers and advertising you when we are on the live, which is an hour a week. And then Michael does an hour a week as well. But you need to really promote yourself as well. It's very important. Whenever a psychic does that, they're always taken. They're always getting calls because their clients want to talk to them. So if you have social media, which you all do because you all watch, I know you all do, make sure you go onto your page. Make sure you let your clients know, hi, I'm logged into the phone lines. These are the numbers and this is my PIN number. I'm on for another hour. Give me a call or whatever. And you'll get your calls from your clients. Okay, very, very important. Okay, now we're going to wrap up shortly because Michael and I and Anne-Marie have a meeting and it's going to start getting into 1 o'clock in the morning here. So I'm going to have to wrap up. So let me just double check. Before we wrap up, let me have a look at who we're going to pick randomly to really finish up. Might pick a couple of you just quickly. Rhonda said, thank you, you're spot on, love where I am, but not sure. There you go. We're going to quickly pick this one, which is Celise. Liked and shared. What messages are coming through for me, please? Love and light. We'll make that one quick.
Yeah, I think just with you, and again, it's just again, they just keep saying to take action, to keep going. You've got some really great things happening around you at the moment. They want you to celebrate more. That's kind of like the message for you at the moment. So just don't be afraid to celebrate. Don't be afraid to have some more fun. And just, yeah, they just want to have more fun. Just celebrate more. Like you got all the colors there. Just really enjoy the rainbow. Like whatever that means.
Kind of love that. Kind of love that. That was kind of good. Now, Kerry and Vincent has now done it correctly because my tracker has just said Kerry and Vincent has liked it. See, that's why I was naming you because I knew you weren't doing it right, but I also knew that you would do it right if I got you, and you did. And I think we can get you to pretty much finish. I might pick one more before actually we finish. Kerry Ann has said, liked and shared Dearest Harry and Michael. And there's not really a question because she wrote a question on the other one and it was totally all wrong. But you can just pick a message because she was originally wanting anything from her loved ones and you didn't really want to do. So just either tune in or do a card for Kerry Ann because she's requesting it.
Yeah, definitely. Basically, what have we got here? What have you got? You got the 5 there. That's sort of come up for you as well. Basically, what they're kind of saying is try and learn what you can from this situation. So there's a choice that you're going to have to make over the next 5 weeks, I feel. Nothing serious or anything like that, but definitely a choice is needed here. But make sure you learn from the situation as well. So be like what I said earlier in regards to having all the facts and information before you move forward. Make sure you have that before you make your choice.
Oh, okay. That was really good. Awesome. And thank you, beautiful Kerry Ann. Now, we're going to do one last one before we wrap up. And then that way I won't go over time because I know I need to stop going over time. And I know it's so hard when I do that all the time. So I'm going to try and wrap this up after this question. This question is, yes, likes and share.
Just basically, God, I feel like I'm repeating myself here. Just do action. I think that just goes with everyone. Just do. We're all sort of stuck and afraid to just take action. So we need to remove the fear and just make sure you're just doing what needs to be done. All I'm getting right really with you quickly is just you're on the right path. Just believe it, trust it, and just start going forward with it.
Oh, I love that. That was a beautiful message. Fantastic. All right, Michael, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for stepping in last minute when we needed you. Of course, you're a trooper. Hang around because you and I are going to talk with Anne-Marie when I sign off. Hopefully I don't fall asleep in the meeting, but I'll do my best. And let me just remove this comment. And I'll speak to you in a second, Michael, and speak to you soon. All right, amazing. Thank you so much, Michael. Bye.
That's all right. Bye.
Bye. He was amazing. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. It was absolutely spectacular. Just remember, every Saturday night will be 5 p.m. for the immediate future. The remainder of the month through March, through April, we are at 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time. I will be hosting every Saturday Australian 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time. I'm not in Australia, so I'm doing it different day, different time. I mean, it's literally midnight here. But for you guys that are watching in Australia, just remember it is Saturday, 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Time. We did have that time change with a new time slot for the Saturday night show. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm very, very grateful that you all tuned in and you came on. Thank you so much. And make sure you tune into Michael's show on Thursday night. Thursday night, he will be hosting at 8 o'clock Australian Eastern Time. And I will be back next Saturday at 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time. Until then, make sure you pick up the phones and call those psychics who are logged in right now. You can call the number 02 907 10199 in Australia, and our international number worldwide is +61 488 25177. Jag from the UK is 9160. Judith Sky is on pin 9125. Miss Psychic D is on pin 9140. Natalie Norton Baker is on pin 9810, and Kat Simic is on pin 9803. So thank you all so much for joining us. It was absolutely fantastic. I will see you next Saturday night at 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Time. Good night, everyone. Thank you and bye.